Holy ho. This is where all the feathers come from in this world. That's right, the moon. They all fall down. Whoa! And the military. Yes, so this is coming straight off the heels of the ending of Tekken 4. No sooner had that ended than we started shooting orbs into the building. But these aren't just any orbs. These are entire big metal boys. We'll break all the stuff you own. No. I want to punch this one. We don't like each other, but we'll fight robots at the same time. Again, I thought these were G Corporation's robots, I guess not. So neither of you own these boys. Someone's using robots to betray somebody here. I don't know what's... we needed an excuse to have a scene where we fight. Kick. We're very good at martial arts and we need to prove this for the audience. No, that's my cranium! He's tricked all the robots into flopping on him specifically. How dare you? Naturally. I mean, what else did you expect? I'm here as well.
Is dead.
Heihachi Mishima was not dead. I don't know if we're going to cover one of the stories where that's revealed. Is the only reason I'm bringing it up. So here we find ourselves in Tekken 5. Possibly the Tekken game I've spent the longest in. I'm not entirely sure. I don't keep tremendous track of these things. But it is... It's one I've been interested to get back to for the purposes of these. It's been a while. Forgive me for what you're about to see. But we've got to do stories, of course. All sorts of pharaohs we can be. I thought it would make sense. I'm going to start off by being the one who canonically wins. Who unfortunately is not someone I'm tremendously good with. But ho hum, we'll get what we know about, hopefully, regardless.
A child of destiny.
Is him flying off like Destiny does.
Heihachi, an evil spirit welled up within Jin.
Like they do. Sometimes you gotta fly off into the moon after punching your granddad down, haven't you?
Awakened by an unknown voice,
Here's me now.
Jin looked around at a forest completely destroyed, and he knew he was the one who did it.
I kicked all the trees again. I don't believe this.
Returning to Yakushima, Jin was plagued by nightmares, triggering the devil gene. If this keeps eating away at me,
Yes.
I don't know how long I can hold on, says Jin. Jin sets out on a journey to end this evil, with destiny as his only
Got to
guide.
end all the demons happening in me once and for all, and clearly the only way to do that is fighting tournament.
Get ready for the next
Naturally. That's what's at stake here. I'm gonna punch this man really good, hopefully. That's God. I'm going to fight God and make this stop happening, please. Right. I'm maintaining my policy of having a trial run with each character before I do the video. Held over from the Soul Calibur videos I was doing. But that doesn't mean I'm very good. So, right. We're gonna have to fall back on the Fist of Seven Sorrows if this, and hopefully they always dodge back straight into where my punch is going. Oh, he's very not pleased. He's tremendously not pleased with his own. Come on. No, don't headbutt me. Alright, there's all numbers I can say about you. Alright, 38, 12. These all describe an aspect of you, and you don't know what they correspond to. Oh, coming for you, God. You as my witness, I will have my revenge. Sir? Sir, you're flopping down on the skyscrapers today? This looks like somewhere you'd see Spider-Man hanging around, doesn't it? Ball. Here's where Bao lives, on the planet, the Metal Hollow planet. Bit like the one that Superman writes for. Except... Does that say beef shake? Are you selling beef shakes to me on a rooftop, Sunshine?
You win.
I expected better than this from you.
Fight.
Dear Lord, no. You can't always kick things, alright? You need to get used to a world in which that's not the solution. Okay? Because otherwise it's going to come back to bite you, isn't it? No! No, you see, you've got sweepy leg, but it's not the way, is it? There's all sorts of jump and flip, and what do you get in the end? Just my leg in you, right through, straight through the middle.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's your own fault. It's your own fault. It's your own amulet. Anyway, here we are on the space station, obviously. Boof. There's Pac-Man! He's going! This is a Namco game, don't forget! Here's my arms. You can look at them if you want. Wah! Unity! Alright.
You win.
This is going... My mistake was going into the arcade mode doing all this. Because the arcade mode... It would become treasure mode in subsequent games. Where, like, you rank up. And I've got all my save data from back in the day, so I'm already quite a few ranks ahead with all of them. And so I was facing much more difficult opponents that bloody love all the 10-hit combo juggles. The stuff I could never figure out how to do. And I'm having my first neck taken off. First neck of the evening. No! No, you can't turn into snakes. My hand, look. There's all sorts of wizards living up here. That's where we put them. We put them in space so they couldn't bother us anymore. Stop. I don't want to lose the game. So I've taken precautions off of my feet. And here's where it all went wrong. Right in your shins. I turned into a knife and forgot about you. I'll sacrifice you in a second. Yeah, Mangy. Frustrated at this. I'm surprised it's taken this long for me to lose one. I mean, it's only been 3 stages. Whoops. Right, let's just... You know what, let's just win a fight in space, how about? Yes, you knew better than to stand up that time, didn't you? You remembered. You remembered Bovril Man and the mistakes that he made in space. And you decided you were going to do better. Better than Bovril. Yes, flop. Just sort of flop you over. From behind, we'd come down and put you on a massive victory. The glass floor will be your last. It self-repairs. As it may as well. Oh, that was too high up. That one wasn't. Right. That would have been great if that had landed at all. If anything had come of any of this. Yes. It's like watching Peter Pan, the remake, where 5 men die right before your very eyes, in the audience even. You had to see it at cinemas to get that bit, but I've punched a little. No, I'm a bit of metal. I'm on the way. I'm pulled the safety railing. You need me.
Final round. Fight.
I can still be of use. I can still be of use. I am in your space station. Look at me on PlayStation 2. It's the game of Tekken 5. Leave me alone. No. Don't you dare close your eyes. You're about to make me a very sad little man.
No, this is not what we want.
I am appalled by your behaviour. There are no spirits in space. We ran out. It's part of the law. All the ghosts that were in space were defeated in Tekken 3. This is ancient history at this point. None of my things are going into the things that I want to do. They're saying, no, I'd rather not. Plonk you again. Yes. It's more difficult to plonk things than you realise, and that's why I'm stopping you. Silly person. I believe. And now let's believe something else. Right, let's... Nope, stay away from me. It is a tactical withdrawal. Like the one that Ramsey does. Gordon Ramsay. He escapes sometimes. Ramsay's kitchen escape.
He flees to make you think that there's no chefs left.
And then you're like, oh, there's no danger of a steak here. And then you get one thrown right in your eye. And you're like, oh no, I've suffered from meat near my pupils.
Get ready for the next battle.
And that's all we need at this point. Right, here's our first sort of story confrontation. Standing at you. I dislike you. But I'm gonna do it quietly. I'm possessed by a bit of a Satan. You're going to kick me regardless, so I'll have to... Oh, God! Oh, no. This is where you put your legs. This is what I do when I'm part of the festival preparation committee. Oh dear. Perhaps I should have prepared more festivals rather than getting into fights. I'd have been a more effective member. But sometimes you do all... I've literally never once seen you do that, I don't think. What was that? No! I swear, I'm not a wasp. Alright, not an ordinary one at the very least. Not the kind you're thinking of. Get near the burning wood. I'm sure it's safe to just leave you here on fire. There's your leg just burning around. Your foot is just... Your foot's fucked, sir. Your foot's gone to absolute hell. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna have to resolve our whole thing later, because here's Paul. We can't not get on with Paul. Vision over there, look. Oh, there's a big prawn or something, some sort of crustacean. He's wiggling off. Come on now. No, he came on now. I was secretly hoping he wouldn't, but he did anyway.
You lose.
How dare he?
Round 2. Fight.
No, again, that's not quite what I'm... Come on. I need the controls to actually do what I want sometimes if this is gonna work. I need you to cooperate with me just a little. Yes. You weren't expecting me to have a leg. No. Come on now.
Well, my legs weren't fast enough away.
You lose.
Nothing like a good workout.
Wiggly
Continue.
wiggly, as he says it.
8.
Meh.
Fight.
Tournament table salts. No, this one isn't legal. There's an umbrella over there, just sort of up and away. You should go and get it. It might be important for you. Oh heavens!
No, your legs weren't quick enough when you came up.
I wanted you to absolute go, and you sort of absolute stayed. Yep. That's my arm.
Oh, God, Lulu.
You've got to understand. It's not the Pringles that's the reason's your fault.
You lose.
No gain.
Haven't we, really? Let's properly confront your past now. I'm giving you therapy whether you like it or not. Which is exactly the wrong attitude to have. However, I can stand up at least. I can stand up where it counts. No, come on. I need to get up and leave.
Round 2.
It's not like it was back in the day. Oh, whee, oh, whee. No. You know, sometimes you have to apologise to a trout. And that's normal. Just tell the trout you're sorry. It's been so many years. You need to put this one to bed. Put the trout to bed now. I'm not taking no for an answer. Come on. Come on, you godless heathen. Right. Fuck me. Fuck me near the big crayfish.
You win.
Here's my shoulders. I'm sorry about that.
Ready for the next battle.
Right. Schnoof! Fighting the schnoofers now. Sooner or later there's Snoof what we have to fight. There we go. In this case I genuinely remember Tekken 5 just sort of being like that. I don't think that this is as much a function of the console's age in this game's case, because it would do that even back in the day. Hey. And talking of days, your days are numbered. No, he's counting. Oh, fuck. I was hoping that them being full of numbers would stop him from knowing what they were, but he can count, unfortunately. He's not a literal cheater. Or a jaguar. A jaguar? Are you jaguing? No. Oh, I don't know where any of the fast moves are. Oh. Fef away. Flump it. Ridley Scott. Real. Okay, we bought ourselves some time. And he's less than happy. No. All I want is for you to not be down when I should be up. Come off. No, it's Great Britain in the rain, alright? Surely an unprecedented sight. Oh wow, it's wet there? Who'd have guessed? Smashed you into a big stone dragon at least. I'm still angry at the sky. I wish I knew what was going on. Right, what have we got here? You're not someone.
Round 1.
This is...
Fight.
I thought stage 7 was a story fight, to be honest, which is why I was sort of confused. Anyway, here's one of the best bits of music in the game. I hope it's not refused to load. Like it does sometimes, because it's on quietly enough that I would not be able to tell. But this is This is one of the bits of the soundtrack that I really like, and one of the cooler looking stages. This game generally has some very good bits in it. This stage was good enough that I think it was reused in a subsequent game, possibly 6. Of course, we'll be able to confirm that for ourselves, won't we? Because don't. Yes, Christy, as you may have noticed, is like an Eddie Gordo Echo fighter. Because Eddie, something was going on with Eddie at this point in the story. I don't quite remember. He'd like disappeared. He's going off doing handstands in the future now. He bought a time machine and he's gonna spin around there for a bit.
You win.
We're not entirely sure. But right, here we are, possibly. No, we're not. Unless we're fighting now just as master as well. Do you get more fights than everyone else, Jin?
Round 1.
Fight me near all the coins. It would be my sincere pleasure. Now, if I can get an angle of this in a second, could you put angles to me, please? Please. You need a future to put these Wellington boots on. There's not always going to be time. Right, I'm not getting the angle I want, but there's a certain angle of this stage that we can see in a minute that makes me feel like this is possibly they've reused some assets from Soul Calibur 2 or 3, which was the one with the pirate cove in Soul Calibur. It was one of those. I want to say it was 2, because I feel like I played as Nightmare in it, and I only did that for Soul Calibur 2. Oh, well now I can't see it all. But yeah, just the general cove shape, I think this is a reused sort of like background set dressing from that. Can't prove it, of course. It just, I don't know, I suppose it's sort of difficult to differentiate. Oh, so you don't get a second story. It's... okay. Wow, Jinpachi gets no fanfare in this case. But yeah, he's just sort of here with evil now.
Round 1.
Huh.
Fight.
Alright, well I've sort of fucked up here in the first time we see this man, he gets no explanation. But you know what? Sometimes you don't explain the big spiky man. And that's fine, because who? Yes, I'm better at sidestepping now. Back in the day, that'd have fucked me. But you can't be sort of this is the aspect of this game that I'm sort of dreading, because I remember just fighting Jinpachi for 7 million years each time I had to finish a story mode, because he's a very difficult fight. Oh, fliff! I hadn't even stood up in time and you burned me. Burn me off with your big metal hands.
You lose.
Come off it now.
Final round. Fight.
I'm gonna burden you with unwanted memories.
Yes, no, you can't repress this.
Yes.
It's too powerful. The truth will vibrate out of you.
Like a big thing that vibrates out of people. I'm not sure of really any point of comparison, if I am to be honest.
Get ready for the
But
next
I'll find one sooner or later. I will. Don't pretend to be nonchalant about it. No, I was going to try and avoid, and then I sort of didn't. Right, you've got to leave. You've got to my leave to my fists happening away from you. Right, no, yeah, you stop me. You can just sort of stop me sometimes. That's one of his moves. Is no.
Is the one where we think.
Have a taste of my ultimate technique. It's called no. Come on, die. We get the point by now. You're a big pointy man. It's fine to be one, but you can't do it here. Not anymore.
You lose. Round 2. Fight.
Dear merry-go-rounds of the righteous few. No. That's not the way. That's not the way I want to be remembered. And I like to think you know better than to have that be your legacy as well. You do just sort of like to fuck Mary, don't you? In every temple you've ever built, there's at least one effigy of you doing that. I think it's odd. It's sort of incredible that you build temples and they let you, with that being the, concession that they have to make every time. But, yes! With all my feet that I've put away, you didn't stand a single one of the chances that you had left. Actually managed to get this done in under 30 minutes. The recording may go over, but I won't. Turn into sand, please. I don't recognise anybody who doesn't as being a friend. You have sanded off in a tornado shape. This has somehow completed my goal. I don't like the fact that there's a throne room for a company. But they'd absolutely do it, wouldn't they? Now you may remember whoever wins the King of Iron Fist tournament gets control of the company. Quite how they put that together when Heihachi was dead, I cannot claim to be entirely sure. But someone was in a position to sign off on it, clearly, and this has somehow helped us achieve our goal, I guess. We're not sure how this stopped Satan, but we're assured that it did. So there we are. Have one of that down you. Here's your rankings for the time attack. So yeah, here's Tekken 5 for you, just sort of in general. So have a good one of those for your breakfast, and tune in for more of those if you like. Well, maybe Jinpachi will at least get some build up. But bye for now.